This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Face ourselves only with an internalized way. Musashi wrote the Book of Five Rings toward the very end of his life, after fighting in over 60 individual matches and at least 3 major battles on the field. That we have such easy access to his reflections on his life and death experiences should, I think, be both congratulatory and an admonishment, for it grants us the ability to be conversant with the wisdom learned from intense experiences that very few of us will ever have, and may show us how lightly we take our own lives and potential. Accordingly, while the Book of Five Rings will be of extraordinary interest to practitioners of the martial arts and students of Japanese culture, its study will be of value for anyone whose life encompasses conflict. Musashi's original manuscript of 5 scrolls no longer exists, but the various copies made differ only slightly in some of the words and phrases. Remarkably, the copy presented by Musashi's disciple Terao Nobomasa to Yamamoto Gensuke in 1667, only 20 years after Musashi's death, is still in the possession of the Hosokawa family, whose ancestor, the daimyo Hosokawa Tadatoshi, was Musashi's primary benefactor. It is considered to be the most accurate of those extant, and it is the copy upon which this translation is based. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the following people. Mr. Kuramochi Tetsuo, Senior Executive Editor at Kodansha International, for kindly suggesting and coordinating this project. Professor Matsumoto Michihiro, who wrote the modern Japanese translation accompanying the bilingual version of this publication. Messrs. Kamata Shigeo and Watanabe Ichiro for their clear notes and translations of the original into modern Japanese, from which I benefited greatly. Ms. Emily David for her encouragement and patience in listening to me talk about little else for a period of many months, and my late professors, Hiraga Noburo and Richard McKinnon, whom I still feel looking over my shoulder with friendly amusement. Any and all mistakes are my own. William Scott Wilson, October 10th, 2000. Introduction. We have very few reliable facts about Musashi's life. His own words on the subject fill less than a page at the beginning of the Book of Five Rings, and later accounts such as the Nintenki or the Tanba Hokin Hikei were all written 80 to 130 years after his death. However, a bare-bones biography might be pieced together with events that are commonly accepted as true from the sources that are available. These include a memorial inscription of stone erected 9 years after Musashi's death by his adopted son and the priest with whom the swordsman studied Zen Buddhism in his later years, plus what was noted of his comings and goings by the Hosokawa clan in northern Kyushu. We must exclude legendary feats of speed and skill attributed to Musashi, since they are at once unreliable and go against the spirit of Musashi's writings. Those interested in the full gamut of stories that grew up around Musashi's life should read Musashi, the endlessly entertaining historical fiction written by Yoshikawa Eiji, or see the film Samurai Trilogy, directed by Inagaki Hiroshi. Musashi. In the Book of Five Rings, Musashi notes that he was born in Harima, but there is also evidence that he came from the village of Miyamoto in Mimasaka. Neither claim can be proven. The date of his birth is unclear, but according to his own account, he was born in 1584. His father, Shinmen Munasai, was said to be a master of the jita, a small metal club with an extended thumb for countering a sword, and may have left the family when Musashi was quite young. When Musashi was 13, he fought and defeated a swordsman of the Shinto style, Arima Kihei, in Harima. His second match and subsequent victory was at the age of 16, when he defeated a martial artist from Tajima by the name of Akiyama. It is said that he joined the Toyotomi forces, which lost at the historically decisive Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, but this too is uncertain. The next few years must have been spent in hard training, for at the age of 21 Musashi went to Kyoto and fought a series of engagements with the Yoshioka clan, which held the position of martial arts instructor to the shogun's family in that city. After maiming the eldest brother, Yoshioka Seijuro, with a wood